right, boys, we're back. This is the Carbingo show on 950 KPRC. I am Ramon Robles. I got a stack of files here. This is a big show, boys, with Frank Rios and Matthew Barroso.
You look very official with your glasses.
Readers?
Yeah, I've never seen you with them.
I'm getting older.
Those aren't readers.
I don't have to have them.
Those are very fashionable too.
I appreciate that. Do I look smarter? Do I look handsome?
You look faster.
Faster. Oh, wow.
Yeah, they make you look faster.
I appreciate that.
Wow.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Well, welcome. Thanks for coming
Put
back.
my glasses on.
Yeah, let's see this. Oh, we're twins.
This makes me look like a professor.
Which is perfect for radio.
Yeah.
You look.
We're talking about.
You have a face for radio.
Y'all should see this. We can't.
That's true.
It's radio.
They can see it on YouTube.
No, I have a face for radio.
That's not. You know what? Of all the people in this room, except for maybe Jennifer, you belong on TV.
Whatever.
You got
He's
that
been on
face.
TV.
That was a compliment, Jennifer.
You mean like an unwanted thing, or like a...
If you see this man, call the police immediately. We were talking before the show started, and I got to thinking, apropos of nothing, what are some of the keyboard shortcuts that have saved your life? You don't have to say anything now, but think about it throughout the show and throw them out. I'm sure Jennifer would have
In editing,
tons of them.
editing, there's a
Yeah,
few that are just
in editing. Yeah, because we were talking about Control-C, Control-V, and I thought before that, when I learned that, I thought my life is set. There is nothing I will ever need, and But so think
a few
about
other things out there.
Keyboard shortcuts. You mean with editing or just
like with
Word?
like editing software, Photoshop, things like that.
Yeah.
There's keyboard shortcuts that help you to save time, and it's just way quicker.
Well, after Control-V and Control-C, I learned Control-Z.
Yes.
Okay, Jennifer agreed. And then I learned Control-Y, which is to redo the undo.
Yeah.
Right?
So what's Control-C? Forgive me for not knowing.
Copy paste.
Copy paste.
Control-C.
Oh, Control-Z is undo.
Undo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Control-C is to copy.
Yeah. Control-C is copy.
Control-V.
Control-V is paste, right?
You know, this is hard-hitting stuff right
Well,
here.
look, we're just here to entertain
What
the
about
people.
right-click copy? No?
You could right-click and oh, sure, you could right-click. Absolutely. But we're talking.
That's honestly how I still
That's how Jennifer
That's
does
how
it.
I do it too.
And she's
He's a mouse man.
Yeah.
He's a mouse man.
Yeah.
You don't have to click Control.
Yeah. No, right. It saves you that. But okay. Hey, look, to each their own. Like I said, Matthew.
We're splitting the place here.
Yeah,
now.
I know it, right?
We got
the
factions
keyboard
starting.
That's funny. Well, like I said,
versus the keyboard.
the intro was starting, and I just got to thinking, a lot of shortcuts that people should know about. Like Jennifer didn't even know Control-Y, and she's the smartest computer person in here.
I never use it.
Oh, she never uses it.
She doesn't have to because she never goes back.
I never make mistakes. No, you're right, Matthew. This isn't maybe exactly riveting radio, but it is just top of mind. It's stream of consciousness, and that's what separates us from the apes, okay?
That's true,
All right? We have stream of
You are
consciousness.
right there. You're right.
But look, the point is, speaking of stream of consciousness, Frank, we have one job and one job only every week when we're here, and that is to take that piece of junk that's sitting in your driveway. Maybe it's not junk. That unused vehicle.
It's got to be a vehicle.
Yeah.
We're going to like junk, right?
Sure, that lawnmower. You're not going to take that lawnmower.
Sofa's no good anymore.
Well, in my mind, I was visualizing a car when I said junk. But you're right. What do you want for the weed whacker, sir? This is Carbingo. We don't take weed. But it's got a wheel. No, sir. No. Or the edger, as it were. But we want to buy your vehicle. And we're going to give you top
want to buy
dollar.
your vehicle. We're going to give you top dollar. Right now is the perfect time to sell it. Vehicles are still very, very expensive, pre-owned vehicles. So if you have that additional car, maybe you're working from home now, maybe you co-sign for somebody that's just not paying their bills on time, and you just want to get rid of that headache. Carbingo.com, a couple of pieces of information you're going to put in the system there. Carbingo.com. You don't even have to speak to anybody. Within 2 or 3 minutes, you're going to get an amount of how much you're going to get for it, and then somebody from Carbingo will contact you to give you the details of how to get rid of it. Either we go to your house, give you a check, and pick up the car, or you can bring it to one of our centers where within 15, 20 minutes, you're going to get a check that you can cash right away. Even if you have equity, you still owe the car, and you have a little bit of equity. Some places you have to wait till the title gets there and it gets transferred. We'll give you the equity check right away. So Carbingo.com is the place to go. If you have questions, you want to dial the phone, you don't want to go online, 87 Carbingo is the number, 872-272-4646, remote.
I was looking for a story here about naps, and I can't find it. You see all this? Oh, here it is.
I heard a thing about naps.
You heard a thing about naps? Is that right?
Mm-hmm. It's on the front of my mind.
Okay. Do you want to rehearse or recite it?
I call my wife the Michael Jordan of napping.
Okay, how's that?
Literally, I mean, she can say, "Man, I'm pretty tired. I think I'm gonna take a nap." And I'll go, "Okay, do you think we can?" And I turn back, and she's already sleeping.
Gone.
And
Wow.
she has that way to turn. I wish my kids inherited that.
Yeah.
From time to time they do, but most of the times they got my my wind down period that they need.
Yeah. That's my
But
problem.
I read that with napping, the optimal time is about 20 to 30 minutes,
Yep.
or up to 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And when you go in the middle, like an hour, it's why you feel groggy because you're in the
Right.
middle of your cycle of sleeping.
The deep sleep.
Am I kind of right with what that
You've
says?
nailed it. You're exactly right. You got a photographic memory.
Yeah, I wish.
If you take a short nap, 20 to 30 minutes, you won't go into a deep sleep and you'll wake up feeling refreshed. If you want to go longer, you got to nap for 90 minutes. So you're either in for a penny or in for a pound. You can't go
Right.
In
halfway
between.
in. Yeah.
Okay.
This completes one full sleep cycle. And that's why when you
So I
wake
need
up.
to get a 90 in.
It's kind of like cooking squid, right? Back to cooking, right?
I didn't know.
I never cooked squid.
Either you flash cook it really quick, or you cook it for a long time. Otherwise, it's very chewy.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Okay. Well, there you go. So there's your optimal naps. I wish I knew then what I know now, which is get your nap in. When I was a kid, I would fight naps. And who doesn't? What kid doesn't fight naps? I try to instill that in my kids. Guys, you're going to miss this opportunity when you get older.
Oh yeah.
My kids in kindergarten now, they don't take naps. And I tell them, it's already starting. You're going to be missing out on these naps.
Mm-hmm.
And on weekends, they're
I
just,
used to never take naps ever. Never. Never drink coffee either.
Oh.
And then I had my first kid,
yeah.
and naps and coffee became my two best friends.
Yeah.
We were best friends.
Why did it
at
take
point.
that long to get coffee into your system?
I just was always like, I just didn't ever want it, and I always loved the smell of coffee. I like the way it tastes, but I was like, I don't need the caffeine.
Okay.
I was a big,
I think it's an acquired taste with coffee.
Coffee?
but now it's
Don't you
like,
agree?
yeah, coffee's my
Maybe.
favorite drink.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, now I drink it black where
Yeah.
I used to have lots of cream, lots of sugar. All right, I got some follow-up questions with coffee, but we're going to have to go to break first.
Yeah.
When we come back, we got to get on some coffee issues and some work phrases that just drive me crazy. All right?
I want to take a nap. I'll be right back.
Okay, very good. This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC.
Okay, guys, the last time we'll see Bambalam, aka Black Beauty. We just sold her for $20,200 to Carbingo. It's been an amazing opportunity working with them. They made it so simple. They sent a driver to come and get my truck, wrote a check, paid off the balance, gave us top dollar. Goodbye, Bambalam. Thank you, Carbingo. No more car notes.
No, Frank, it is not weird that you like to work.
It's sad.
No, it is not sad that you like to work. This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC. Frank didn't want to take a nap because he said, if I sleep for these 4 minutes, that's 4 minutes of work I don't get done. You're crazy, man.
Well, I don't
God
know.
love
Who's
you.
used to it.
Well, yeah. Are you planning? I mean, you think about retirement, Matthew Barroso?
I think about planning for retirement, like putting money aside, but that's about it.
Okay, not realistic on the radar right
Yeah,
now.
I got about another lifetime worth
Yeah,
of work to
I
do
respect
before I
that.
get to retire. So
Frank,
Oh yeah. Well, I think about it all.
are you closer to retiring than you weren't?
Oh yeah, I've been closer than I was before. Yes, yes.
Okay.
But I think about it all the time and what I'm going to do and what. I'm planning for it. How about you?
I'm thinking about it because I'm watching the stock market, and I think, okay, all right,
Because of
well,
retirement.
yeah, because back in 2008 when we lost 40% of everything, I thought, woo, thank God I'm not closer to retirement. Now, what is it, 14 years later, whatever the math is, I think, ooh, I'm 14 years closer to retirement, and my stocks, my 401k is taking a hit, but.
Yeah.
But I had a financial advisor tell me, just ride that
Leave it
out.
alone.
You got 20, 25 more years. It's going to be okay. All right.
Crazy.
I'll see you in the food stamp line otherwise. This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC. But let me tell you something. You talk about striking when the iron's hot, Frank.
Yes.
You talk about setting yourself up in a good situation financially. Now is the time to sell that car.
Now is the time because you're going to get more money than ever before. I've never seen the car market. I've been doing this a long time. I've never seen the car market as it is now. You have customers that have bought cars, for a certain amount, and then years later, with 30, 40,000 miles, they're worth the same or a little more than what they did before. So now the payoff's a lot lower, and they get all their money back. It's I've never seen it before.
Yeah.
And I don't think any car guy that I know of has seen it before. So you get more money than ever before. And the easiest way to do it, Ramon, is go to Carbingo.com. There's no haggle. There's no back and forth.
Yep.
We're not trying to pressure you to buy anything. There's no, we're not going to trade you out of it. No, we just want to buy that car. So if you have that car, maybe the interest rate was too high because you're a first-time buyer, and all of a sudden now you have credit established, but you don't know what to do with that car. Get rid of it. Carbingo.com will buy it from you, and then go back and buy a car at a decent rate. So in many situations, like people that don't qualify for a house because their debt to income is too high, get rid of that car, and then once you get the car or the house, then you can go back and buy the car. So Carbingo.com, for many situations where you need to get rid of that vehicle to get rid of that payment, that's the way to do it. Carbingo.com, or you can call us at 872-272-4646.
I don't mean to put you on the spot, Frank Rios, but I kind of like it when you say the number in Spanish.
87-22-72-46-46.
Very
You're
nice.
just so good. Your Spanish just flows.
Sí.
You're like a poet. You're like a linguist.
I'm a poet and didn't know it.
In 1965.
Don't sleep on Frank.
Well, you can't.
You can, yeah.
In 1965, a Senate report predicted we would be working just 14 hours a week by the year 2000 because technology would make everything so much easier. Wow. 14 hours a week.
Technology made everything more chaotic.
I think about that.
You can't ever get out of work.
Let's expand on that because I'm thinking the other day I called my wife. I called Amy. I was driving to a movie and I called her and it dawned on me. I literally pushed two buttons. I'm talking to my wife driving 75 miles an hour on a freeway, using that same phone to navigate me turn by turn to where I need to be and giving me estimates, giving me traffic. Why do I feel like I'm overworked?
Because you're working harder. Because in the old days, you were done with work at 5 o'clock. You go home and you have no technology to go back and check on your work. It was just done. But now you take your cell phone as your work. You can go on your cell phone and see what's going on at your job all day long. So you wake up in the morning, you check your job, you check for the appointment, check what's going on
Immediately.
It's work all this. So I think he was wrong. I think he was actually the opposite. Now you work more by having all this technology.
Well, you're always at a phone's reach, right?
Yeah. You can be
Hey, can you get on this email? Can you get on now, especially get on this Zoom call?
And
Get
I have
on
this,
No,
you're right. And I have this thing about if I don't reply to an email soon, this anxiety, right, that I put on myself to reply to an email or
then you feel like you might forget it. You might wake up in the morning and go, "Oh God, damn,
heaven
I forgot."
forbid.
Yeah,
They say anxiety is thinking about the future. Depression is anxiety is thinking about the future. When you're depressed, you're thinking about the past, and you're in peace when you're thinking about the present.
Huh.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's nice. One of my favorites is don't go borrowing trouble. Meaning don't be thinking about things in the future because you're just borrowing that trouble in advance when there's no reason to live.
I think I wrote that in a coffee mug.
But hey, look what happens.
Take it.
Drinking coffee.
Yeah.
See that?
cafe.
Which I guess kind of dovetails into this idea that a lot of people are throwing out now, 4-day work weeks. What do we think about the 4-day work week? Good idea, bad idea?
I think
on
it
the
depends.
job?
Yeah, I think it depends on your job. I wish that it would be that way for it depends, right? It depends on your job. So like if you are a restaurant, it probably makes sense to be closed on a really slow day and then be open Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever.
Yeah.
And it can make more sense for certain companies, for sure.
Banks, we wouldn't want banks closed 4 days. Or
I
open
haven't gone
days.
into a bank in a long time.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah, that's a great point. How many of us go to banks anymore? Yeah, you're right.
But like a car dealership, most people can't get to a car dealership until the weekends. You have the days, in the middle of the week.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a slower day that you could choose instead of.
I was thinking daycare. I mean, if
daycares. Yeah.
if you're off or you got to work and
Well, they're usually
daycares.
closed Saturday, Sunday, right?
Yeah. But
in the car business, I always thought like if everybody came to an agreement, like all the dealerships in the whole country or whatnot,
Let's close Mondays.
to go Monday through Friday 9 to 5, would you sell less cars?
or more because people knew that they'd have to be there.
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, there would be the same amount of people buying cars, it's just that they're open from 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, and then everybody would have a normal life.
You're just trying to get out of working, Frank.
Pretty much. But I like to work.
Yeah, I know you like to work. Frank was telling us a story during the break about how he likes to work. Put me to shame. I was kind of dragging ass this afternoon. Frank's talking about, I just finished my second 80-hour work week in a row.
Yeah, right.
He's like 80s light. It's a light week.
Why cut corners, sissy? This is the Car Bingo Show on 950 KPRC. I am Ramon Robles along with Frank Rios and Matthew Barroso. Coming up, we have Matt's 10 facts. You got that ready?
I do.
Is it going to be any good, or we're going to?
There's a couple good ones in there.
All right,
I think so.
Okay, this is something that I think Jennifer would like, because Jennifer, this seems like something, although she wouldn't be afraid to ask, but this is the topic is, what's a gift you'd love but no one would consider getting you because you're an adult? And they surveyed people, and here are the top top 6. Nerf guns, number 6.
Yeah, I love Nerf.
What's cool about having kids is you can buy the Nerf guns now.
Right.
So interesting.
Yeah,
My kids' birthdays are this week.
Yeah.
And I was in Target the other day, and I was walking up and down the toy aisle, and I go, "Hey,
Nerf
honey,
gun?
do you think the kids would like a Nerf gun?" And she literally on FaceTime with a bunch of other people around goes, "You mean, do you want a Nerf gun?"
Yeah,
And I said, "Thank you for putting me on blast."
yeah,
But also, yes.
yes.
Can we get Nerf guns?
Yep.
The 3 boys in the house want Nerf guns.
Yep. What's fantastic
How can
about
they
that?
not like a Nerf gun, right?
Yeah.
As
So
a little kid.
fun.
Now that you're an adult, you have the money to do it.
At least it's not a BB gun.
Correct. Not
Shoot
yet.
your eye
anyway.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, not yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot your eye
Yeah.
out.
Jennifer, you need to have a nephew at least, or a
Yeah.
niece. Number 5.
You can babysit my kids.
Yeah. Number 5 on the list of things you would love to get but won't ask for because you're an adult. Number 5, stuffed animals, or even just a trip to Build-A-Bear.
No.
Jennifer buys it. She didn't care. Okay. Number 4, candy, like a ridiculous amount of candy.
Right.
Like that binge Halloween candy.
Yeah. Chocolate.
Yeah,
Chocolate
of course.
would be
You go
nice,
chocolate,
yeah.
right? Number 3, Legos.
Legos are cool, man.
Legos are cool.
I have a Star Wars Lego thing in my cart right now. It's a pre-order for
Oh, yeah, on Amazon or what?
on
Is that what
Target.
you- Oh, Target. Okay.
You get
Oh.
that red card discount.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Good for you. Number 2, art kits. I agree with that.
That's cool.
Jennifer, of
Art
course,
kits,
because she's our resident artist. But,
Or they have an iPad with an app. with a pencil.
I've tried that. It's not the same. Is it the same?
It's not the same, but
Using
everything's
an iPad.
90% of stuff is.
She doesn't have an iPad. But would it be the same drawing on a computer screen versus drawing on paper?
I have one. It's
No,
pretty.
they both have their pros and cons.
Yeah, okay. All right. Pros and cons. All right. I'll save number 1 for after the break. We call that a tease in the
It's a
industry.
little tease.
The number 1 thing that you want as an adult, but nobody would consider getting it for you because you are an adult.
That's when you hit him with the answer might surprise you.
Yeah, the answer will change your life.
Stay tuned.
This is the Car Bingo Show on 950 KPRC.
Did you know that selling your vehicle with Carbingo is as easy as... Carbingo, because your car is worth more.
All right, and we're back. We're back. Oh, my goodness. Whew. All right, this is the Car Bingo Show on 950 KPRC. I am Ramon Robles, along with Frank Rios and Matthew Barroso. We are here every Saturday night, and Jennifer and Ryan usually, but they're in the background, sight unseen.
They're the
We're here-
magic behind the lens.
That's right. Oh, because we do film this for YouTube. Do you
Yeah.
want to?
Yeah, if you can go to youtube.com/Carbingo and you can watch us ham it up live.
Ooh, I don't know if that'd be worth. Well, it would be worth every penny you paid.
If you want to see
Yeah,
Ramon's
absolutely.
glasses right now,
Yeah,
you want to go on that.
What camera are we on?
There's one camera in here right now. Yeah.
What's
Camera
going
one.
on? The economy is so bad. We're selling our cameras for gas. By the way, does a Honda Civic go more than Chevy
Because of
Silverado
gas?
now because of gas? Because of
No.
MPGs.
Now, if you have a full tank when you sell your car,
Right.
you might get a couple
Yeah,
extra
I
bucks.
bet.
Especially
Wow.
right now.
I saw somebody post that it was about $9.10 in California.
No way.
$5, I think. I said $9.
No, she
now?
she lives in California. She
Jesus.
posted.
Well, there's a city in
My
California
cousin lives out there.
that's always historically so much higher because of where they're located and
Beverly
how
Hills,
hard it
or-
is. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Well, what's scary is,
$9.
the gas going up overnight. We good?
No,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You just had that look on your face, and you.
I was thinking about $9 a gallon.
Oh yeah. Could you
Yeah.
imagine?
Golly.
Overnight, the gas at my place went up 30 cents. I mean, just overnight, literally. And it's $3.89 right now as of
Time for a Vespa.
Yeah, right. Yeah, could you imagine driving a Vespa from Pearland to the Galleria where I
Imagine
was.
I set a new
dangerous that would be.
Right?
Get a Harley.
What's the miles per gallon in those things?
Probably
I mean, if
like
they're 40,
60.
which is great, but if it's 2 gallons, I mean,
Right.
what's that?
You stop
gonna do?
every 5 minutes.
Yeah, you got to stop twice on the way in.
I'm getting great grass mileage, but stop
35 miles an
Take me
hour.
about 6 hours to get to work.
All right, when we last left off, are you doing that research for?
115 miles per gallon.
Dang. So even if it's 1 gallon,
Yeah, it's not so bad, man.
Jesus.
what does a Vespa go for? And will Carbingo pay for mine?
I don't. Yeah, Carbingo will buy your Vespa.
We just gotta
Especially with
wrap
this
it.
kind of gas mileage. Well,
115 miles a gallon.
Sell it now.
Yeah, nobody's gonna sell it. I might go buy one. That wouldn't be good.
We'll just
for road
wrap it
trips.
with some Carbingo
from
branding.
$39.99 to $10.5 for a
Oh,
Vespa.
wow.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, if you want the Italian.
50 cc's to 300 cc engines.
Wow.
Yeah,
Do I need a motorcycle's license for that?
probably. I'm not sure, but more
I guess
than
if you're
likely.
driving on a regular street, bro.
Yeah.
I don't have one.
Hmm.
Anybody have a motorcycle's license?
No, I don't.
No, I want a motorcycle, but
Yeah,
don't
I
have a
do
license,
too.
so.
Maybe now
With gas prices, it's like it's gonna be pretty easy to convince. I think at this point.
What about the 3-wheel cycles? Are those
The
cheating?
trike?
Or
Are those cheating?
Is that cheating, or can you still feel like you're a biker? Would I be laughed at? I guess is my question. If I got one of
If
those.
your kid's riding a bike with training wheels, is he really riding his bike?
Oh.
Depends if you're wearing
Is
like
he?
a leather vest with a
That says "Born to Ride."
yeah,
That's even
with a
worse.
helmet with a spike on top. I don't think people will laugh at me.
Wild
If
hogs.
you can read the shirt, yeah. All right. Okay. When we last left off, we were talking about what's a gift you'd love, but no one would consider getting because you're an adult. Number 6, Nerf guns. Number 5, stuffed animals. Number 4, candy. Number 3, Legos. Number 2, art kits. And number 1, anybody want to take a guess? Number 1 gift that you would like to get, but nobody buys because you are no longer a kid. You're an adult. The number 1
A
gift
video game?
one would want. No.
I'm trying
Frank
to think of
Rios?
what would a kid want?
Jennifer? Did you say we could call you Jenny?
No.
No. You
Ooh,
said
she
you
said
don't
no
call you Jenny.
quick.
One.
That's the nickname. Okay, what's the nickname you do like? Jen?
Jen.
Okay.
Yeah, Jen.
But can I spell it G-I-N? Is
Just
that
call
right?
her Jennifer before you get in trouble.
Was it a video game? Maybe.
No, not a video
What's
game.
that
We're in the neighborhood. Well, kinda.
An iPad?
Not an iPad.
I don't know.
Not batteries. But well,
Batteries.
I want to. I
Yeah.
want to encourage y'all to keep guessing, but video games. I don't want to mislead you by saying that's
A board
close.
game?
Remote controlled cars, planes, or helicopters.
Ah, yes.
Video games kind of in the neighborhood because it's controlling.
Do you guys have a drone?
No,
I have a drone,
you
yeah.
probably do. Yeah,
That's basically what it is.
yeah.
4K.
Drones are kind of neat, right?
They're cool. You have to register them with the
FAA.
FAA.
Is it all of them? Any drone you buy?
Every drone.
Really? So that
I mean,
way-
if you have a drone that's like a little toy one, I guess, like from Target, that's different. But if you're buying like a real drone that can go up hundreds of feet, you have to register it
I could see that
because it uses GPS. Especially like if depending what area you're in. If you're in an area where there's like airplanes, like
Yeah,
an
of
airport
course.
area or something,
Of course.
you can get in big trouble.
How does that work? I mean,
It has a serial number. It has a serial number in it, and then you just register it on the website.
But how do you know where you can and can't go?
It'll notify you on the app. It's all plugged
So as you're
together.
flying it, it'll say, "Yo,
Yeah.
G, you're up a little too high. Bring it on down."
and then it'll ask you if you want to adhere to those laws or not.
Really? And if you go no,
and
it's
if you
like,
say no,
okay.
it's like it'll say that you have to agree to like that whatever happens
The
is your fault.
consequence.
It's a disclosure there.
I always do. I'll just say yeah, sure, whatever.
Is that true? Do you break?
But
the
I
law?
only ever fly them like when I'm like doing a wedding or something, and it's
Okay.
like in the middle of nowhere, so there's nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
And I don't ever fly it that high anyway.
So Matt just kind of like admitted that he was.
He breaks the law.
Breaks the law. Yeah,
it's
sure.
allegedly.
breakers. That's
Allegedly.
all right. Allegedly, this is just for entertainment. This
They
is
would have
not-
seen it anyway. It's already on the
Yeah,
app. They got it
pinged
in
that.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's no big deal. All right.
Nice.
It's already on there.
Yeah, they know what's going on. Let's look at another random fact. I don't want to steal Matt's thunder because Matthew's thunder because we've got Matt's 10 facts coming up, but I like me some random trivia. Around 6,000 tweets are sent out every second. That's 500 million a day. And listen to this stat. And in the US, 10% of the users write 80% of the tweets. 10% of tweeters. There's some power tweeters out there that write 80% of tweets every day.
I
Get
wonder
a
what
life.
I wonder what the numbers were during like election time.
Oh,
It must
through
have
the
been
roof.
astronomical
Through the
numbers.
roof when they were rigging the election. I'm sure there was. What is this? I'm sorry. This is a Carbingo show on
It was a
950
Russian
KPRC.
Twitter account.
When the Democrats were still in the election, I bet they were tweeting their. I kid.
Allegedly.
Let's see. Yeah. Japanese people live really long lives.
Oh, I thought
And-
you were going to say they tweeted a lot.
And the birth, yeah.
Tweeters.
Those Japanese guys, they tweet all the time with their fancy phones. Japanese people live really long lives, and the birth rate in Japan is relatively low. So, adult diapers outsell baby diapers in Japan.
Wow. That's
It's
a good
really
fact.
interesting.
Oh, that's part of the water. So they just work and pee in their pants?
It's part of their work culture.
Could
to
be the
poop?
diet, right?
It could be the diet. It goes right through you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Jennifer says because of
You're expected to poop your pants?
you're expected to work. Now, whether or not you poop.
I mean, depending on the.
Think of the smell. And
Goodness
Johnson,
gracious.
what are you doing? Nothing.
Seaweed.
Working on my Excel.
Wow.
Wow.
The work culture, I believe.
That's
That is
crazy.
crazy. I
I
would have
don't wanna
never.
hear- So
I would have never expected that.
So you're on the phone, and all of a sudden the guy. So anyway, like I was saying, all right, Johnson's
Okay.
going. All right, well, there
Imagine
you go.
trying to sell your car or trying
God
to buy
love-
somebody's car. You're just like, 1 minute.
I'm crunching those numbers. Yeah. Well, hey, look. You know what? It is not
Look
ours.
what you did, Jennifer.
It is-
Look what you brought into this
You
room.
know what? Every society has their thing, and
That's
working,
nuts.
boss.
though.
I'm
That's crazy. I would have never expected that, to be honest.
this is ignorant. We've flown off the handle. Thanks, Jennifer.
Oh,
this is
Lord.
why we never invite you anywhere. Oh my goodness.
That's true. you did.
Japanese diapers. Interesting.
Japanese adult diapers outsell
Yeah.
kids' diapers. The first selfie. Did we talk about this before? I think we might have
We'll
talked
see.
about it.
We'll see.
The
'cause
first
I don't
selfie
know.
was taken in what year?
First selfie?
The first selfie.
Probably
was
like
taken-
way long time ago.
Yeah.
Like probably like 1800s.
he-
1807.
This guy took his name was Robert Cornelius, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Took a portrait while he was experimenting with the new camera. The year was 1839.
Ooh,
Wow.
So close. Chuck Berry only had one number one hit. Any Chuck Berry fans? Not really. Y'all are too young. Well, Matthew's too young. Jennifer's too young. Chuck Berry had a number 3 song called School Bell.
That's the
Sweet
guy they
Little
talk
16.
about. Sorry, I didn't know.
No, that's
That's the guy they talk about in Back to the Future.
Yeah, that's one. Yeah, Marvin
Something
calls
like
him and
that.
says, yeah. Chuck Berry's only number one hit was My Ding-a-Ling.
That's probably why.
Well, it was a good song. If you don't know it, use your Spotify or your iHeartRadio app and pull it up. It's a great song. Let's see. We have time for...
What is he referencing?
Well, a school bell, a little bell.
Oh, okay.
His grandmother gave him a...
Could have been a better name.
No,
maybe.
well, no. If you listen to the song, you know what? During the break, we'll listen to it.
Sure,
we'll bump
sounds
back
good.
with it. I don't know. We'll listen to it during the break.
I'll
It
get my
talks about
diaper.
his grandmother got him a toy in little ding-a-ling.
Yeah.
It was his.
No, yeah. Let's say it
I
more.
don't,
Yes.
I don't understand what's going on here. Let's see here. Okay, you know what? We got some stuff to get to, but we're not going to have enough time to say
Yeah.
it.
I
You
gotta
know,
go
the
buy
first-
some diapers.
The first 3 digits of your social security number can't be 666. It's
Oh,
banned.
wow.
They banned that.
Wow.
What are your first 3 digits, Matthew?
0 2.
All right, while I'm extracting that information from Matthew, we will take this break. When we come back, we will get the show back on track. We're going to kick Jennifer out. She's no longer welcome in the studio. This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC.
People have been asking, how is Carbingo different? Well, with Carbingo, you get paid on the spot. You'll receive a check in your hand. And if you need us to, we'll come to you. So if you're saying to yourself, well, that's pretty different, that's because it is. Because your car, it's worth more.
Yeah, I'm right. Okay,
Yeah.
we're back. But, I mean, we were talking
Yeah.
about Social Security numbers and how they reuse them. And I'm thinking, well, how do they reuse them? There's so many numbers. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC. So that would be,
That is 99 million.
What Ramon is doing is
yeah,
writing-
99,999,099. So, yeah, and there's 300 million people.
My guess is that they probably don't do 000000001.
Oh, yeah.
They probably don't do that.
So they have to recycle numbers.
They probably recycle the 3 numbers. So like if your number is 525, they probably recycle that number.
Okay. How'd you know?
I don't. Oh well, yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Six away. 6 away.
This is the Carbingo show on 950 KPRC. Will I need to give you my social when I'm doing Carbingo?
Absolutely not. You don't have to give us your social. You don't even have to have a driver's license.
Probably when we get to the check part though, right?
No, that's when you cash it.
Oh, okay. So y'all have nothing to do with my social.
We're going to need some sort of ID.
Well, of
to show
course.
that it's your car, right?
This
And
isn't
then,
voting. You're going to need proof that I am who I am.
Right.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah. So carbingo.com.
Vaccination.
Sure. Carbingo.com, like 4 or 5 questions. Within a couple minutes, you're going to get a number of how much we're going to give you for that car. Super simple. You don't have to speak to anybody. There's no haggling. There's no back and forth when they're going to try to push anything on you. There's when they're trying to just to trade you out of anything. Just sell us your car.
Man.
A couple minutes, you're going to get that number, and then we're going to contact you, and then we're going to let you know where to bring it. Or if you want, you live too far or whatnot, we'll go to you, drop off the check, and pick up your car. Super simple. Carbingo.com, the easiest way to get rid of that car you don't need anymore.
You're so sweet. You're just going to give me a check, not ask for anything else but the vehicle I'm selling you anyway.
Well, they're going to ask you for a couple of more.
Well,
pieces of
yeah, but what I mean
information.
is you're not going to say, hey, we're also going to need you to commit to buying a car from us
Absolutely
in the next 3
not.
years. Nothing like that.
We're not
Just,
selling anything. We're just buying
here's
cars.
your check, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thanks for the information. It's all on the up
Or
and up.
sir.
Or
Yeah.
sir, yeah.
Or sir.
Yeah. Matt's 10
Just
facts.
saying.
Are you ready
Yeah,
for this?
I am.
I have been waiting all week for this. This is Matt's 10 facts. Please proceed, Matthew Barroso. Were you born? Where
Was
were
I
you born?
born?
Where were you born?
Where was I born?
Where were you
Here.
born?
Houston.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Houston.
I'm a
Houston
boy.
proper, not like Pasadena or Deer Park.
H-Town, Texas.
What's the middle 2 digits of your social?
Well,
Because I was.
what
gonna
was
do-
yours again?
I was, yeah, you had said it, but I forgot to write it down because
Jennifer?
I was going to do the thing. Matthew Barroso of Houston, Texas. This is your big opportunity.
H-Town's own.
H-Town. Hold it down.
Okay.
Go ahead.
10 facts. Number 1, the United Nations has a space division in case aliens exist.
Wow.
It's not necessarily that, but it's kind of that.
We're getting closer and closer to proving that they do exist, though, right?
Supposedly
We're getting
there's-
we're almost
supposedly
there.
there's proof already, but who
Okay.
knows? It's actually something that promotes and facilitates peaceful international cooperation in outer space.
You know,
So it's more about here than out
than
there.
there.
But
what I was going to say is, the best way to disprove, at least temporarily, that aliens exist is have Biden come out and say, I've seen the proof. There's aliens. All right, Grandpa. All right. And then we can all just rest assured that,
They don't exist.
yeah, they don't. Okay. All right. Sorry.
Yeah.
But Matthew believes in aliens. Jennifer, you believe in aliens? Extraterrestrial.
Yeah.
Okay, Jennifer does. Now, when you say
believer.
when you say it with such confidence, like they're there, we just conspiracy.
No. I said supposedly they're there. I think they used it to cover up a couple other things, but
Oh, okay.
Do you guys remember the dove scenes with on what is it, Mars Attacks?
Yes.
Isn't that funny?
And they shoot
I
them, or
remember
they.
that one.
They come in peace and they like let go there. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that was a good show. I like that.
So
They kill everybody.
yeah.
Go ahead.
So we all have kids.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Well, Jennifer doesn't.
Jennifer doesn't. Raising kids, a child that's born in 2022
Okay.
will cost you an estimated $272,049.
I don't
And
have that kind of money.
That does not cost. That does not include cost of things like college or anything else
God,
that can add up.
expensive.
What's that number again? 272.
272,049. That's a big number.
That's
And
over 18
this is
years.
raising a kid for till 18. Costs also vary by state. California being more
Oh, of
expensive,
course.
obviously. But
Of course.
yeah,
That's just
kids
on
are
average.
expensive.
That
man.
means some's going to be lower. Some's
And then
gonna
if
be
you
higher.
take them to Disney, they cost a little more.
How do you feel about that, Matthew?
Disney was cool, but definitely not going back.
That's $15,113 a year on kids.
Wow.
And then
15
if you
grand.
have 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. Wow.
30 G's.
Yeah.
45 G's.
Dang.
I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know what is considered raising. I don't know if that means a certain level of life, middle income, higher income.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
probably give or take a few bucks.
Yeah,
here and
yeah, but that's the neighborhood.
there. So number 3, we're talking about outer space. But if you turned around and looked back at Earth, you would see that there are more trees on Earth than there are stars in the Milky Way.
I've heard that.
Isn't that crazy?
I've heard
That's
that.
actually
It says
pretty
that
cool.
there's about
Yeah.
3 trillion trees on Earth at any given time, and
What
that
a
there's
big number.
around 100 to 400 billion stars in the galaxy. That's a lot of trees.
In the
That's a
galaxy,
lot
not
of
the universe.
trees.
It says galaxy here.
Yeah, right, but not the univerce.
Not the universe.
Because there's more. But
talking about the
that's-
Milky Way galaxy.
That is phenomenal. Go trees. I'm pro tree.
I'm pro tree.
Yeah.
I like trees.
We have a lot of plants in my house now. I feel a little different.
Yeah, like you're
smell,
breathing
like
better
oxygen.
air. Yeah. I
My wife's
respect
super
that.
into all
a little
the plants.
suffocation at night. But it's
Did you know that if you took the Earth and you shrunk it into the size of a cue ball, it would be smoother than a cue ball?
Oh,
The Earth is so
vast.
I forgot what the word is, but it would be.
so dense or whatever.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty much flat. I mean, you look at the Grand Canyon, you think, well, no way. But if you shrunk it down to the size of a cue ball, it would be smoother than a cue ball. There would be no.
interesting.
You
Huh.
know,
If you could look that up on your smartphone, and according to hear this, 94% of smartphones in the industry profit goes to Apple.
94%.
And what's even more impressive about that is that Apple was only responsible for 13.5% of smartphones in 2015. Wow. So in such a short period of time, they've completely taken over.
Good Lord.
Wow,
Because
yeah,
Android had so many different options,
Right.
and then Apple just went, "Oh, hey, by the way, boom!" They took
I
over.
was an Android guy for the longest. I just switched to
Yeah.
Apple. You know
I
why?
was half and half.
Slowly but surely, I bought my first MacBook, and I thought, okay, I got this is
The
nice.
ecosystem, man.
Yeah,
You gotta-
it's the ecosystem.
Yep.
Everything
Help.
just talks to each other. You know.
It's so helpful. So this is kind of cool. Pittsburgh is the only U.S. Or American city with 3 sports teams that all wear the same colors, black and yellow.
Wow, I never thought of that.
Steelers, Pirates, and Penguins.
Penguins.
They all wear black and yellow for their uniforms.
Yeah,
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, and they don't have a
Random.
basketball team, but
They don't. Yeah. Pittsburgh, no.
Very cool.
Pittsburgh, no.
no, that's neat. Never.
So former comic book editor Darren Hick figured out that it would cost someone $600 million to be Batman.
Ooh,
Like if you want to be Batman with the Batmobile and the cave and all that
the
stuff,
whole thing.
it would cost you $600 million a year to be Batman.
A year?
It says to be Batman.
Oh, wow.
I'm assuming.
Well, you got to figure you're going to wreck your Batmobile.
So Bezos could
Yeah.
easily probably be.
he could.
Yeah.
He may be Batman.
medical expenses.
By the way, have you seen that movie yet?
I have not.
Can't get out to the theater.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Phenomenal.
see it.
Wasn't it? You saw it?
Very good.
I've heard it's very good. Yeah, I want to go see it.
3 hours long. Did you know
Yeah.
that?
Is it
I
your
didn't-
favorite one? Favorite Batman?
I think so.
I've heard it's
me
better
too,
than all the
man.
other ones.
I think so.
God, like,
Anyway,
What about that or the Joker?
the
Joker was really
super
good. Joker was really good.
Made me
Super
super
good.
anxious the entire time.
Yeah,
but it was very
absolutely.
good.
Yep.
Okay, let me speed through these last ones.
Okay, we
in,
got 2
19,
minutes.
in 1926, the first radio jingle in history was ever played over the radio. It was for Wheaties.
1936.
26.
26,
And it was
wow.
called "Have You Ever Tried Wheaties?"
Do you
And you
how
can
to-
actually find it on YouTube.
Oh wow.
It's like a 4 barber. What's it
Oh
called?
yeah,
The quartet.
Yeah,
It's
barbershop
Yeah,
quartet.
yeah, yeah. It's pretty cool. It was like a 40-second jingle too. It was long.
I love old time radio. Go ahead.
We're all steak guys, I assume here.
man.
Calorie
Mama.
for calorie, there's more protein in broccoli than steak.
No way.
Get out of here with
Eat your
that
broccoli.
nonsense.
So former President George W. Bush famously proclaimed that he, as the president, he's not going to eat broccoli anymore, but it's probably a bad idea if you want protein.
Yeah, I remember him saying that.
Yeah. So then the last two here, the top 30 American TV broadcast of all time by viewership has been Super Bowls, except for one. Do you know what it is?
MASH.
That is correct.
Wow.
I only knew that because it had been there. For
It's kind of like
while.
it
It was a guess. Yeah.
it had it had almost 106 million viewers.
All right, Frank
That's a lot of
Rios.
views.
I don't have time for any pleasantries. Give me a 15-second pitch for why I need to get a hold of Carbingo.
Fastest way to sell your car, carbingo.com, or you can call us at 872-272-4646. Friendly people, easy transaction, carbingo.com.
This is the Carbingo Show on 950 KPRC.